Hey everyone! Today I'm here with a Valentine's Day yarn haul. If you've been watching my videos, my show and tells, you know I've talked about being on a yarn ban. I have been participating in the yarn ban along that Erin, Gimme Yarn 418, and Claire, Bob Wilson 123 have been hosting in their respective Ravelry groups. And you might be thinking, you just broke your ban, and I did not. Gifts do not count, and my husband is the sweetest. He bought me this yarn. Now, he did look at, I'll just in full disclosure, I did have, I had these in a shopping cart that I was like, okay, I'm trying to not buy it, I'm trying not to buy it. He did have that, and I had been talking about it for a long time. Because that's just what I do. And he, I think, was just tired of me talking about it. So he did buy that. And then the other yarn is actually for a thing that we're participating in later this year. And I had mentioned before that I needed to get some. So he bought it for me. And he did a really good job. So I'm really excited. So let's just go ahead and talk about all of the details. Okay, so the first thing that I have is some Cascade yarns. This is the 220 Superwash Sport Weight. I have 3 skeins of the black and 3 skeins of the yellow. Let's see what color. This is 815, and I know that this is just black. Like, it's just black. I know Cascade, like, they have names for their yarns, but I don't think, or color names for their colorways or whatever for the yarns, but I don't think that they actually put them on the label. So if anything is different, I will, put a note somewhere on the screen. But this is just black, superwash. And I believe it's superwash merino wool. Superwash merino wool, and it's 50 grams, 136 yards. And then for this yellow color, and that looks pretty accurate to me. It's not so like yellow crayon, it's more like goldenrod crayon. I'm pretty sure that was a color. So I don't know what the name of this one is, but it's 821 is the color number, and I'll find the name out and put it somewhere. But it's really pretty, and that looks more yellow crayon and not so much golden. But I had talked to my husband. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just disclose my nerdery, my complete nerdery. We are doing a Wizarding World type immersion event in the fall. And I don't think I've talked about it before on the channel, but that's what we are doing. And my husband is a self-proclaimed Slytherin, but even though he's not really into Harry Potter. But like he was like, oh, I'm a Slytherin. But because I am a Hufflepuff, he decided to be a Hufflepuff with me, and that's fine. So, and also I think it just makes it easier because now I don't have to make things that are different colors. Yay. So, and don't say anything bad about me being a Hufflepuff, because I feel like, okay, I'm just going to go off on a tangent, but I feel like I am on the borderline between Hufflepuff and Gryffindor, not just because of my sorting hat experiences with the Pottermore website, because I used to be a Gryffindor back in the day, and then when they got rid of it and brought it back, I got Hufflepuff the second time. But I think, we can get into a whole long philosophy about how awesome Hufflepuffs are if you'd like, and that's fine. We can talk about that in the comments. But anyway, so I was planning on making some fingerless mitts for us, and I had been talking about, like, we'd been sort of going through the things like that we were going to need to buy, and the stuff I wanted to make, and I had told him, I was like, well, wouldn't it be nice to have like matching fingerless gloves? I was like, and that way I can wear it, because yellow is not really my color, but I can wear the colors without it being close to my face. And And he was like, yeah, that would be fine. And so I had told him, like, in my little list about what I would need. And I said that I wanted, like a superwash sport weight yarn and a sort of goldeny color and a black. And he got me the yarn. So, yes, this is just Cascade. But I like Cascade yarn. So, there you go. It's nice and squishy. And it's going to be nice. And I'll show you those mitts and stuff when I get them done. I'm not planning on starting them anytime soon because I've got a bunch of other stuff I need to finish first. But I will have to start on them, you know, before the beginning of summer. So, anyway, let's move on. Okay, I have these 2 skeins of yarn. Now, this yarn and the other yarn, I have been talking about those. Like, I've been wanting them forever. This is the RNA Carlos Design line. Is that gonna focus? Maybe. There we go. It's the RNA Carlos Design line from Regia, however you pronounce it. I feel like it's with a hard G, but whatever. This is color 3654, which I believe is Twilight. It's this really pretty orangish, blues, blacks, just all kinds of things. Now this yarn is self-patterning. And what that means is, if you can look at the picture. So it's not quite self-striping. I mean, those are stripes, but it does like ferrule kind of thing. I believe these are supposed to be like Norwegian motifs. I feel like that's right. This is from the first line. They've done 3 so far. They're on the 3rd one now. And I've been wanting these since like I became aware of them, which is, it's been a while. But I really wanted them. So I've been talking about them. I had them in a, on a shopping cart, like in Etsy. Because, you know, you can keep like you put things in your shopping cart there and then you can just leave them there. And I had them there for a long time now. And my husband just, I think, was tired of listening to me talk about it. And then also like, not just talk about it, but then like lament the fact that I couldn't buy them. Because I was on a yarn buying ban, and also, you know, I have lots of sock yarn, so I was not gonna buy it for myself, but he bought it for me, so I didn't have to, and it doesn't make the ban go away, and it doesn't, you know, make me feel bad for buying it myself. So there we go. So these are really pretty. I've seen some of these worked up, and they're really gorgeous. And they had a bunch of different colors that in the line, or the first line that I liked, but that one was one of my favorites, and then this one is probably my favorite out of I think all of the lines, like even the 2nd and the 3rd one of what I've seen. So yeah, so this one is color 3655, which I believe is Fall Night, and this is the one that's on the ball band. So that's what they should look like when they're worked up. And I am super excited about these. Once I finish the socks that I'm working on, I may start these. Because I want them. Not for fall, but for now. Like, I want them forever. So, yes. This color, it's got some oranges and blacks and blues. It's very, very, very pretty. It's got a little brown in there, too. That looks like pink on my camera, and it's more red in real life, but yeah, so it's very, very nice. I have never, is that true? I was going to say I've never used Regia yarn. I think that's true. I don't think I've ever used Regia yarn. It does feel like, it does feel kind of like Peyton's Croy yarn, but I would say it's thinner than Peyton's Croy yarn. Peyton's Croy yarn is, like, to me, a slightly heavier fingering weight, at least with all of the yarn that I've ever used and bought. Even the FX, which I'm making socks out of now, it's more heavier, and this is definitely thinner. So, yay, I'm excited, and I think they're going to be really, really soft, and I think very hard wearing, and I really can't wait for them. I am going to try to make them match depending on where the yarn starts. I'm going to go through and make sure that there's no like weird situations happening on in the inside the skein. But yeah, so I'm really excited. Alrighty, that's all I have to show today. I just want to say thank you so much to my husband for buying me such wonderful things. And yes, you're going to get fingerless mitts out of the deal, but that's fine. And I'm really excited. And he did such a wonderful job. And honestly, like, you know, I know he gets a little bored sometimes of me just talking about yarn because he's not, like, he doesn't knit or crochet or anything. But, and I know he's not, like, fascinated by it. But he does such a great job of listening to me. And, you know, yeah. I had a great Valentine's Day, and I hope that you guys did too. Even if you're single or you're together or whatever, I just hope you had a wonderful day, and I hope you're having a wonderful day today as well. See you next time. Bye.